Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is the Nashville Minority Business Center, and we're fortunate to have with us to talk about the Nashville Minority Business Center, the Executive Director of the Business Center, Ms. Marilyn Robinson. And of course, Ms. Robinson, let me welcome you to the show this morning.
Thank you, Dr. Haney. I appreciate the opportunity to come again. It's been a long time.
Oh, it has been a very, very long time. As a matter of fact, Ms. Robinson, we had an opportunity not long ago to look at some of the tapes that we did during the period prior to today. And each time you gave us such excellent information, and I know that you're going to do the same thing today, because this is in reality a burning issue among many people, the economic situation among minorities. But before we get into that, Ms. Robinson, let's have you to give us some information about your background, your education, and some of the things that were important in terms of eventually leading you to the directorship of the Nashville Minority Business Center. And then we'll talk about other issues.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm from Memphis. I moved here in 1984 to establish the Minority Business Center. But prior to that time, I worked for the Memphis Minority Business Development Center. I graduated from LeMoyne College with a degree in business administration with emphasis in accounting. Prior to that, I was a tax examiner at IRS. So my stay here, you know, I thought it would be like a one-year assignment, but now I look back, it's been 19 years. So that's what brought me to the Minority Business Center.
Now, what is the Minority Business Center in the sense that I think you said that you came in 1984. Did you come specifically to deal with the Minority Business
Center? I did.
Now, what is this idea, and sort of put it within some framework of some of the activities that were going on at that time that would cause the creation of such an organization, or such a facility that you have?
Well, during that time, well, let's take it back to the beginning. The Minority Business Development Agency was created in 1969 under the Nixon administration. He was the first president to promote economic development among African Americans. And he created the Minority Business Development Center program, and there were 100 centers located all over the United States where there was the largest concentration of minorities. I worked with the Memphis Center from 78 to 84. Then a business opportunity became available, so I was encouraged to move here to establish the Nashville Minority Business Center. During that time, we had standards whereby we were measured on the number of contracts we could get awarded for minority businesses and the number of financial packages or lines of credit or bonding, things like that. We were measured in that area. And I think at that time, our goal was to accomplish, we needed to target at least $5 million a year, and we served about 120, 125 entrepreneurs. Then when the Republicans got it, started downsizing government, they reduced the number of business development centers, and they reduced it from 100 to 50, and Nashville dropped off the radar screen because we were ranked 72 based on minority population. So then we just kind of regrouped and refocused, and we decided that we would use our relationships with the corporate sector and use our relationships with the elected officials on the state and local government sector. They partnered with us, and we kept the center going. And now our focus is primarily, we have a new product. It's the One Fund. That's the Minority Business Development Loan Fund, where we offer low-interest loans to small businesses, specifically minority small businesses. And we were able to do that because the council and the Mayor Purcell saw the need, and they matched our vision to attract alternative forms of capital for minority business enterprise. And our bankers, they recognized the need, and we were able to raise $2 million within 90 days. We got commitments for $2 million. Overall, our goal is to raise $12 million over the next 3 years. And this loan fund, it's low interest, meaning that our terms are much, much better than the banks. It's typically prime plus 4 1/4. 80% of the money will be for existing businesses. We want to be able to help companies that have made it through the first 3 or 5 years. They need to get to the next level, but their banks may not have the appetite to go with them on that level. So 80% of our money will be to those existing businesses. We recognize that new startups need money, and if they have a demonstrated track record, if they demonstrate that they understand credit and they pay their creditors on time, we're prepared to take a plunge with them as well. So 20% of our money will be for new startups. And we modeled this program after a program in Atlanta, a program in Florida, a program in Charlotte, in Baltimore. We just kind of looked at the best practices and just took what we wanted and came up with our own product. And this is the brochure we have.
Very good. And of course, as part of this program, the local government, metropolitan government, is working with and let's have this first commercial break, Ms. Robinson, and then we'll come back and because the minority